Today on Nathan and Landon Do Business, this one's for the ladies. Welcome. You're watching a video of a podcast called Nathan and Landon Do Business. My name is Landon, and with me is the one and only, the incomparable, the pony whisperer, Nathan.
I do love whispering to ponies.
How's the pony whispering business going there, Nathan?
They love it as much as I do.
Yes. Now, the contents of the whispering is a lot of secrets.
That's what's great about ponies. You tell them all your secrets.
You whisper a secret into a pony's ear. You manifest it to the pony, and then it comes true. That's my understanding, at least, of how that happens, how pony whispering works.
Yeah, it's a good layman understanding. It's more complex, obviously, but
Of course.
yeah,
I'm very
that's pretty
simple.
close.
Yeah. Now, as far as I want to dig a little bit, click here deep before we get into business. Now, as far as pony whispering goes, what's the rate a pony whisperer can usually charge to someone who owns a pony and would like the pony to be whispered to?
I'm in it for the love of the game myself.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you, Nathan. We got too many pony whisperers out there treating it like a grift. It's
yeah.
good to see you're in it just for the love of it. Whispering to ponies, telling them your secrets.
Got a lot of secrets to tell. A lot of ponies that need told.
What I would like to see someday is, how the Catholic Church, right? You're familiar with that little outfit, the Catholic Church?
I think I've heard of it.
Wouldn't it be great if at every confessional booth, instead of a creepy old pervert, there was a pony that you whispered your secrets to?
That's the dream right there.
I would go to church.
Yeah. If one thing's going to get me to attend the Catholic Church, ponies.
Whispering my secret into a pony who lives in a little house inside of a church.
Yeah,
That's the world I want to live in.
absolutely. The pony pope, though, the pope knee is going to take some getting used to.
My little pony.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when the rainbows emit from the chimney in the Vatican, the Pony Vatican, that's when you know you've selected a new My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I understand it, at least. How the tradition goes.
Why can't we be in charge of religion?
That's what I'm saying. I keep writing these emails to people. Nobody's answering.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, email watch. Our email box is still empty. And still, the greatest email we've ever received was from Amazon rejecting our Amazon pet subscription service. Second best was the automated email we received from RC Cola, in which we are addressed as to Nathan and Landon. We are a team. Two of the greatest emails ever deployed.
I have faith, though. One of these days, we're going to start getting some responses.
We'll get a nibble. Oh, and Nathan, I got a great update for you.
What's that?
So, our video last week did great. We got tremendous numbers last week, Nathan. I think in large part, taking the viewers behind the curtain yet again. Anytime I mention a topic remotely alt-right, I put the hashtag Tucker Carlson in the title because, I want the alt-right to know what we're up to. I don't want them to feel like I'm talking behind their back. I want them to know what we're discussing about and let them get engaged, involved. And so we had a few alt-right people join our podcast. Want to hear the biggest surprise of all?
Do I?
Hold on to your monocle. It's about to drop and shatter. No women from that group watched our video. Very dude-heavy segment from the alt-right.
Yeah, the alt-right does seem to be pretty dude-heavy for reasons I can't quite understand.
I can't fathom it. I don't understand at all. So, yeah, in any case, before we dive into the topic at hand, I thought that you and I could, first look inward at ourselves and see what can we do to better engage the fair sex in our content, our podcast, because this podcast is for everyone. It's not just for men. It's just not for dudes. It's for everybody. So how can everybody benefit from our genius?
Yeah, business knows no gender.
It knows no gender. No. It's no respecter of persons.
No.
It's just like the Pope knee. So check this out. I think like maybe one of the reasons that our audience last week was dude heavy is that you and I are ourselves dudes.
Our beards would seem to indicate we are dudes.
Yeah, exactly. And so, what if we introduced a third host to our podcast? I'm going to introduce you to her. This is Denise.
Oh, seems like a
Denise,
nice lady.
yeah, she's got her headphones in, one of which is going into her jacket for reasons unexplained, and that's kind of odd.
Well,
In any
that's
case,
for her to worry about. I don't want to mansplain headphones.
yeah. Your headphones, your choice. It's fine.
Yeah.
Um, Denise is a Midwestern woman, a mother of three. She votes straight ticket Republican, and she attends the Baptist Church weekly. Um, and she's our new podcast host. Nathan and Landon and Denise do business. So welcome, Denise, to the podcast. You can't speak because you don't exist.
The theoretical Denise.
Here she is. Yeah. And so you might be asking yourself, in what ways could Denise be involved in our podcast, or in what ways could women in general be involved in a podcast like Tucker Carlson, Tucker's cool new podcast?
Yeah, Tucker could have a Denise, if you will.
Yeah. There's no reason why he couldn't. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. So first, the alt-right, they're known for pretty much actively oppressing women every day of the week. So if you want
24/7.
24/7. And so maybe if you wanted to be more inviting to women, you could be more selective on the days that you are oppressive, actively oppressive to women. I'm not saying you need to stop. That's like asking an alcoholic to quit cold turkey. It's not going to happen. You're going to get the shakes. But what if you restricted your oppression to maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Yeah, if you need to ease into it, just give them a break on Tuesday and Thursday at least.
Yeah.
Because right now, yeah, the schedule is every day that ends in Y, women get oppressed. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Let's peel back a little. And what I like most about this idea is you can tell everyone here is a little bit disappointed at the direction that we're going. Like the dudes here are kind of upset that they have to peel back on their oppression. And the woman's like, yeah, it's great that on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm not being oppressed, but I'm still being oppressed most of the time.
yeah,
So
she's still very disappointed in them.
and
But, it's a
those,
process.
yeah, we're just gonna peel back a little bit until maybe there's only one day a week you're being oppressed, and eventually a half day.
You're never getting rid of it altogether.
No, absolutely not. And yeah, as proof of this, just tune into Tucker's podcast and then promptly throw up.
Yeah, feel the oppression.
Yeah, feel it wash over you like a horrible waterfall. So this is my first idea. Horrible spelling aside, Nathan, any other feedback on this concept? Also, I'm sorry about what they did to your beautiful head of hair.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to have women be slightly less oppressed.
Hero, Nathan. Hero.
The word hero gets thrown around a lot these days.
I'm going to shave my head bald to cut the days in half in which we actively oppress women. I also like that there's 2 Wednesdays on this, and then Thursday has been labeled this.
This day.
Take that, Thor. It's not your day anymore.
Which day are we doing that? This day. And you point at the calendar. It's a pretty straightforward system.
It works. Yeah. All right. Ready
How
for
many
my next
weekends on that calendar?
None. It looks like Tuesday is now May.
It's also a 6-day week, but
we'll iron it out.
yeah.
We'll figure it. A 6-day week. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So the next idea we have for our podcast is respectful nodding Wednesdays. Again, please ignore the spelling. And also, your hair is back and mine is now gone in a shocking turn of events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take turns shaving our heads.
It's going to be a weird rotation.
Yeah.
Or we both shave our heads and take turns wearing a wig.
Ooh. We mail each other a wig now.
Yeah. Our podcast is rapidly becoming male-based, MAIL.
Yeah, it's already too MALE based. So that's why we're talking about this.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to figure it out. So this is an idea that Derick helped me come up with. I said, Derick, how could Nathan and I, or Tucker Carlson and whatever alt-right weirdo out there, how can we make ourselves appear more welcoming to women? And one would be where we have, in this case, this is a different iteration of Denise on the podcast. She expresses her views, and our only acceptable mode of communication and response is respectful nodding.
Or respectful nuttying.
Yeah. Again, it's the content wouldn't be great, but we would be able to create a more welcoming, opening environment for the fair sex, I feel like, through this, or Tucker Carlson could as well. I feel like he could benefit from more respectful nodding. That
That's just me practicing right there.
was great.
Can we
Yeah.
make little encouraging noises like, oh,
Hmm. Interesting. Yes, I like that. Verbalizing the respectful nod.
yeah,
Yeah,
podcasting as a medium tends to do better when there's audio. So
true. We can add that in there. I feel like we can pitch this to Tucker. Respectful nodding Wednesdays. Um, yeah, it's going to be great. Because most of the time, his only reactions are he looks like a toddler who just soiled himself.
yeah,
Just confused bafflement.
is
So,
it just confused by everything.
yeah, yeah, a toddler making his way in the world for the first time.
If he actually just closed his mouth and nodded respectfully, that might actually get him some more viewers. So,
Yeah, male and female.
yeah,
And also, this down here appears to be two mouth guards connected by a string of wire, which is confusing me a bit. I don't know what purpose that plays, but here we are.
in case we can't stop interjecting, we have to put in the mouth guard,
Yeah.
muffles what we're saying.
Yeah. And it appears to be like a husband and wife type thing where they can like connect to two different people. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's very, I don't know what Derek's trying to sell us on here, but it's very confusing and a little alarming.
it's some sort of new invention though that we might want to look into.
Yeah, we'll get the boys on that. All right, check this out. So this is the Sensitive Man Book Club. Again, this is a Derick original idea where we read books and we channel our innermost sensitive feelings and talk about them, sometimes resulting in tears. And I can't tell if these are tears of disgust, tears of rage, but
Yeah, they
some
seem
kind of
sort of
lick.
rage tears.
Again, in this situation, not only am I crying tears of rage, I've become a very old man.
Well, that's the sensitivity coming out right there. So,
Yeah. Let that be a warning to you, alt-right podcasters. The second you channel your inner sensitivity, will become very old, very
yeah,
fast. I
it's
got
the rage that keeps them young, you see. So,
yeah. And I'm not sure what Denise is feeling right here. I can't tell.
yeah, just reading the Giving Tree, just pissed off.
This stupid tree. I could see Tucker Carlson being enraged by the Giving Tree, doing the critical read of that and just being pissed off.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at that stupid stump. He got what he deserved. Didn't even sell his wood. Also, take note of the names of the books here. We have Sestin Book Club and Sensitive Man and Denise Do Business.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Derick has such trouble with spelling, but
He's working on it.
he's getting closer.
Yeah. So again, before I move on, I, I'm really curious about the phenomenon that would force tears to come from a person's eyes like this.
Just wide-eyed crying,
Yeah.
just wide-eyed manic tears in our Sensitive Man book club.
Just coming out like bullets.
Yeah,
Real men don't cry. They shoot projectile tears that harm their enemies.
yeah. If we can come up with a way to weaponize our tear ducts, that's where the money starts rolling in.
That's where the money's at. That's what I feel as well. Okay, so that's another idea that Derek came up with. So this is another one that Derek came up with, feminine product reviews with Denise. And so as men, we're typically only exposed to products for men. We're not in the habit of buying products for women. And so Denise could take us behind the curtain and highlight products made for females and tell us about them and their purposes. And we could sit in the background, nod respectfully, and occasionally be baffled at how the female body works. That could
Yeah.
work for Tucker as well.
Yeah, this ties in a lot with the respectful nodding, I think.
Yeah. And it's a good revenue stream as well. Like, Tucker Carlson's made a ton of money. He's selling really weird products like testicle tanning and whatnot to
Yeah.
his legion of rubes. What if he could bring legions of female rubes to his audience? They can do vagina tanning. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what the ladies are up to these days.
What private parts they're tanning?
When I buy feminine products, it's like from a very specific list that my wife has given me, but
Yeah,
I I don't know what makes one better than the other. So this would be informative and entertaining.
yeah. If there's a woman out there named Denise who's interested in doing this with us, please join us. Let's make some money.
Only Denise, though. We are
Exactly.
not interested in any other names.
Yeah. If you are interested and your name is not Denise, please go through the legal process of changing your name to Denise
Yeah,
before applying.
then get back to us.
Then we'll talk. Also, we both have hairs and look like characters from Speed Racer.
That's the dream.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so there's another one, the mansplaining hotline, where this is a little bit. So this is, I'm not sure how effective this would be. If women want to be mansplained to, they can do that. They can call us and we can mansplain to them. And so yeah, I don't know what's happened to our faces here, but we're wearing bow ties. And Denise kind of looks exactly like us, except she has longer hair and she's in the background looking on disapprovingly.
Yeah, that version of Denise may or may not be one of us in a wig. So
Yeah. Well, have you seen Denise and me in the same room at the same time? How do you know I'm
that's
not Denise?
that's true. I've never seen that.
Yeah. I didn't think so. So this might have some legs though.
Yeah, if there are any alt right ladies out there, they probably enjoy being mansplained to because why else would you stay in the alt rights?
Yeah. If you're an all right lady who likes being mansplained to, tell us about it in the comments.
Yeah.
Tell us what topic you want to mansplain to you.
We've got some old timey telephones just ready to take your call.
Yeah. Weird buttons. Not really sure how it works.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Really, guys? Guys? That's the part I like the best of this one. I made an alternate version of this image too. Um, you have a really great Golden Girls style wig, and
I would love that.
Denise looks great back there.
Yeah. And I've got an old timey 1960s switchboard thing going on. So
Yeah, you do.
we could start taking calls on this podcast. Women could call in who know much more about things than we do, and we could explain to them poorly the basics of it.
Oh, I love that idea. Okay, female doctors, psychiatrists, physicists, contact us. We would love to mansplain to you your areas of expertise.
Yeah.
Nothing would give us more pleasure.
And I'm sure the audience would enjoy that as well. So
Yeah, let's get after it. It also appears that we are situated in the Swiss Alps or some kind of Wes Anderson film.
yeah.
One of the two.
I like that my headset is just an old timey receiver just strapped to my head.
We are going to do horrible surgery to you, Nathan.
I'm on board.
Thank God. All right. So I got another idea here for you. This is called the Fashion Makeover and Denise Do Business. That's the name Derick came up with. But the whole premise is you and I give each other makeovers, and then Denise gives us a review of said makeovers. It's pretty simple, but I think it's brilliant in its simplicity.
Yeah. I would love to give you a makeover, Landon.
And I would love to give you a makeover, Nathan.
And these outfits that Derek came up with are pretty accurate to what I would come up with. So.
I know. Pretty much like a Halloween costume.
A giant set of lips necklace, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I assume that like anything outside of like the 4 articles of clothing I own is fancy. So it's at that point, it's basically a Halloween costume. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, wigs play an important part in that makeover. So
They do. It appears that we're members of LMFAO, that like 2012 band. Uh,
yeah.
that's what we've become, which I'm not mad about.
I do have 9 wigs that I can see from where I'm sitting right now that I could start
Yes.
mailing you. So
Nathan and Landon mail each other wigs. Yeah, I was just thinking if we started down the rabbit hole of having a shaved head wig mailing back and forth podcast, we're getting dangerously close to Gift of the Magi territory,
it's true.
which is fine. It's a classic tale.
Yeah, I could be a sensitive man reading that tale and angrily crying.
Mailing wigs to my friend across state. Ah! Tears just ricocheting off the webcam.
Yeah.
I did one more image of this one too. I'm a woman now.
Yeah.
That was the part of the makeover that happened. I changed genders.
And I'm a teenage boy.
You sure are. And Denise is painting your shirt and your face.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not enough people painting shirts these days.
It's a trade that's fallen out of style, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think that's everything I had. Yeah, that was all the ideas I had, Nathan, for how you and I and potentially Tucker Carlson could become more sensitive with the help of Derick, of course.
Yeah. Tucker, since I know you're watching this, let's get on this. Practice your respectful nods.
Yeah.
Pick a couple days of the week that you could not actively repress women, like passively oppress for sure, but not actively oppress.
Yeah. Take it down a few clicks. Let us mail you a wig.
Yeah.
Shave your head. Wear a wig.
We've got a series of books that you could read that you could sensitively cry about. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
I can just picture you cracking open that book of Where the Red Fern Grows and just water just starts shooting directly out of your eye holes, injuring bystanders by.
Yeah. That's a skill I would love to learn.
It's a dark ninjutsu art.
Is there like a surgery you have to get to like re-aim your tear ducts?
Yeah, I imagine so. It's a very expensive procedure. I'm pretty sure that's how Kanye West's mom died. I'm sorry, that's horrible. I shouldn't say that. Kanye, I'm really sorry. He had a dream of having his mother weaponize her tear ducts. But anyways, Nathan, I don't want us to get stuck on this perpetually. We have business to get to. We're already into the third week of the new year, and we have yet to do any business.
It's probably about time,
Yeah, it is
even
about
without
time.
Denise's help.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure legions of Denise will be contacting us shortly to get on our next big rag hit,
Yeah,
which
that's
we will
true.
identify shortly. So I thought we could do a little random number generator and pick a topic. How's that sound?
It's my favorite kind of number.
All right. So let's go ahead and pull up our spreadsheet here. I know how much our viewers love this hot spreadsheet action.
If you're into business, you're gonna love a good spreadsheet.
You love a spreadsheet. So here is our topic. Again, we are leaning heavily on AI for this mainly because I'm a lazy man. Um, but here is our topic, our topic of podcast business ideas. We have our brands, our target audience, what we want them to feel, and then our end business goal. And we're just going to pick these out randomly through a random number generator. So I got this thing all loaded up. First number here, Nathan, is 47. And the brand is Heinz, the
All right.
ketchup company. All right.
Do we know if they make anything besides ketchup?
Well, don't they aren't didn't they merge with Kraft a few years back?
I don't even know. That seems like a
Yeah,
good match, though. Well, with
they're
people putting ketchup in their mac and cheese and whatnot.
let me see. Yeah, they're together.
Kraft Heinz.
Yeah. So Kraft Heinz is a multinational food company that produces beverages and foods. As of 2021, it is the third largest food and beverage company in North America, and the fifth largest in the world. So
I
we got a
assume
lot of
Heinz
options.
is named after a person. Is there like the heir of the Heinz family who's like maybe bitter about merging with Kraft, and we could get him on our side?
Wasn't it like John Kerry's wife? Wasn't she like the heir to the Heinz fortune?
Could be.
Let's Google this while we're here. Who is the heir to the Heinz family? Christopher Drake. He is the heir to the billionaire fortune of the food company. Let's look him up. Christopher Heinz is the youngest son of United States Senator Henry John Heinz III. And yeah, Teresa Heinz Kerry. I knew it.
There it is.
Yeah. He is the great-great-grandson of the industrialist founder of H.J. Heinz Company. He has two brothers. His brother stood on the board. Oh, his father was killed in 91 at a midair collision of a helicopter and a plane. Wow.
That's if you got to go. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of midair collisions these days, especially disparate aviation types like helicopter and plane.
Yeah. Do you know what would be, I think, the least likely kind of death is if like you were hit by two different trains? That'd be interesting. But I agree. Even rare is two aircraft types. I was hit by a helicopter and a plane.
I actually have an ancestor who was a seaman,
Ooh.
and he was going through some sort of like the lock system, like not the Panama Canal, but like that sort of idea. And it was a stormy night, a dark and stormy night, and he apparently fell off the boat. And while he was passing another boat, and like was crushed between two boats when they came together,
Are you kidding?
and his body sank to the bottom.
To the briny deep.
Yeah,
That's a pretty badass story.
yeah.
We should turn it into a shanty. That can be our next project.
I need to figure out what his name was. I don't remember his name.
Old John Turner.
Could be.
His first name was Ol. Let's see here. Oh,
Yeah,
he's also
stepson of John Kerry, right there.
yeah, stepson of John Kerry. He worked on his presidential campaign in 2004. He was a partner. Oh, he's working with Hunter Biden. Oh, he did. Oh, that's pretty interesting. And he served on the board of the Navy SEAL Foundation. So we can target this guy potentially.
He's like roughly our age too. So
Yeah. He maybe wants to hang out with us. Maybe he needs a friend.
yeah, come on, Chris.
Nathan and Landon make a friend.
It's about time.
Let's look at these brands here. Look how happy she is to pour that ketchup. This is the best part of her day. Oh my goodness. Look at all these options. We're going to be like kids in a candy store.
Is it true that Heinz 57 has, is it 57 ingredients, or is it the 57th iteration of the like the formula? Like, how did they come up with that name?
My understanding is it contains the 57 souls, tormented souls that
Huh,
yeah, it's spirits.
that makes sense.
That's what gives it its powerful zip is the suffering.
Yeah,
The ghosts are trapped in the original source. You know how it's like a sourdough starter where you have like you just keep growing it and building it and growing it.
yeah.
That's how Heinz works. The starter is the 57 tormented souls they've captured. It's part of the manufacturing process.
Well, they're killing it, whatever they're doing.
Yeah, they're suffering. Sure is. It gives a tangy zip to all my favorite dinner time treats.
It's delicious.
So we got Oscar Mayer, Ore-Ida, of course, Kraft mac and cheese, Kraft dinner for you Canadians out there. You got Velveeta, Capri Sun, Kool-Aid, Lunchables, Philadelphia, Grey Poupon.
Yeah, they got a lot of options there.
Yeah. So we got some fertile terrain here. Not only can we make a billionaire friend, but we got a playground of brands we can play with here, Nathan.
Yeah,
All right. Should we shift to see who we're targeting with this?
yeah. Once we got Christopher Heinz on board, who are we going after?
Yeah, it all comes out in the wash at that point. So let's see here. 82. We're going after pirates.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Now, this is where we can go one of two ways. You know, do we do the traditional like old-timey R pirate and eye patch and earring pirates, or are we doing like the real modern day pirates that are actively harassing shippers?
Old timey pirate is more fun for sure.
I agree. It's less scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need like I am the captain now. We need our matey.
Avast and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Here's the thing. This is where it could get interesting. I have a feeling someone like Christopher Heinz is yearning for adventure.
for sure.
Yeah. He's lived his ivory tower life coddled from afar.
If your dad dies in a collision between a helicopter and a plane, that's a high bar you need to live up to.
Yeah, the seven seas are beckoning that man.
Yeah, take to the seas, Christopher Hines.
Yes. Join our merry crew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we could set sail for adventure with Christopher Hines and Lunchables.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great if we're taking over just varying ships at sea and continents in the name of Capri Sun? Instead, the flag, it's moored with one of those straws, a giant Capri Sun straw that we're just putting in land and hoisting up on different ships.
And then the end goal is when they attack a ship is to ask if they have any Grey Poupon. Pardon
Avast,
me. I've asked.
have ye any Grey Poupon? We be the fanciest pirates on the seven seas. Oh my goodness. I'm already just flooded with ideas here, Nathan. This is going to be great.
That's an exciting selection that the random number gave us.
Oh, just terrific. Now, how do we want these pirates to feel? That's the big question. This is this is where it really starts to come together.
Yeah.
118. We want them to feel cranky.
Well, that's right in the pirate wheelhouse right there.
It seems to be their natural state.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting because most products and advertising, we're trying to elicit a positive emotional response. Happiness, contentment, joy. This one, it seems like we're actively trying to irritate the pirates through one of the Kraft Heinz products, which
Yeah.
is an interesting challenge.
Yeah, you got several options there on the list. Like powerless, lonely, frustrated, confused,
Old,
bored.
unfashionable. Yeah. So,
My
I
grandpa
mean,
always used to say the best way to make a pirate cranky, take away his parrot.
yar, where be me parrot?
Maybe
Um,
Christopher Hines would be on board with stealing some wildlife from pirates.
or another way we could do it is get pirates addicted to Heinz products, get them
Ooh.
addicted to Capri Sun, for example, and then withhold said products from the pirates.
Arr, where be me Lunchables?
Who'll be Bogart and me Lunchables? I'll have you walk the plank before the seventh bell. uh, I
You could
was
steal
so
just the yellow packet powder of packet of powder from the Kraft mac and cheese, and they just get the plain noodles.
this mac be without cheese.
And this mac barely be giving me cancer at all.
This mac be cheeseless. Also, there's a I feel like it's almost like a 6 degrees of separation between pirate speak and Yoda speak.
Yeah,
How do we know Yoda was not a space pirate?
we should look into that.
We should.
All you nerds out there, try to disprove our theory that Yoda was just a space pirate.
If any alt-right viewers have made it this far into the podcast, tell us about it in the comments. Are you annoyed with our pirate speak, or do you think Yoda was a pirate? Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, that's one route. We can get them addicted to a craft product and then actively withhold it. Or we just relentlessly market it to them until they become overwhelmed and angry at us. Just
Yeah.
oversaturate them with messages. That could be one way to do it too. We got options. All right. Here's where it all comes together, Nathan. So we're our client is Heinz, Kraft Heinz, Pirates. We want them to feel cranky. Now, what's our end goal here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It can't all just be
73.
about taking Velveeta from pirates.
Who took my creamy Philadelphia cream cheese? All right. So our end goal here, Nathan, is 73. Write your own superhero story.
That's very
Interesting.
specific.
Very specific. I mean, in theory, this could all go back to the Christopher Hines portion of it. We're taking Christopher Hines on an adventure to make pirates cranky with our products. And in the
Yeah,
end, this is his like superhero origin story of how he found himself on the seven seas, actively harassing pirates.
yeah, yeah. Write your own story does sort of imply like setting your own path in life. So
Yeah,
this could definitely be his parents getting killed in an alley equivalent. So,
completely. I mean, imagine it. Imagine it for a second, Nathan. Your father dies in the most badass way, and you're living under that shadow.
yeah,
You're going to want to break out from that.
for sure.
Yeah.
And
And
cranky pirates are the way to do it.
oh, oh, I got it. I got an idea. So, like, let's say somehow there's a Kraft Heinz products that turns the pirates into cranky mutants or cranky radioactive pirates, and one of them bites Christopher Hines, and he becomes a super pirate or pirate man.
Yeah,
That could be good.
his hand just morphs into a hook.
It all started when I was bit by a radioactive pirate that I irradiated with my products.
Yeah,
I'll give you one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The bagel bites are as radioactive as they come.
Yeah. Or another sadder way to do it, to your point, is to have one of the pirates, what cranky pirates, become like a father figure to him who dies tragically. And that serves as the impetus for him to fight crime, like a Batman type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another way to do it. Uh, yeah. I'm trying to think of other superhero origin stories that could play into this, but those are only the only two I really know are Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah. I don't think Christopher necessarily came from another planet. So that rules out
No.
Superman. So
Yeah. Was that Superman? Um, the Flash was that was like an industrial accident, right? Where
yeah, it was like lightning striking chemicals.
yeah. I mean, who knows? We could put up a lightning rod on the ship and he could become a Flash pirate.
I think
Yeah.
we put up the lightning rod and whatever happens, happens.
That's how most pirate expeditions work. What's in the lightning rod? Yeah, that's in the Lord's hands. Yeah. So how are we feeling?
We can go and do some research on different superhero origin stories and see which one lines up best with Christopher Hines.
Yeah, I think so too. And if you're watching Christopher Hines, get ready. We're about to write your own superhero story that you're going to be very excited about, I think.
Absolutely, he will.
Yeah.
I hope you like pirates because you're about to meet a lot of them.
And they smell terrific. Oh, well, we've covered a lot of ground today, Nathan.
Yeah,
How you feeling about the work we've done today?
I feel like we deserve at least a firm handshake from everyone in America for the good that we've done today. So
I agree. Yeah. So the people we want to comment to put a comment below are ladies,
name Denise.
alt-right, yeah, ladies, Denise, specifically Denise,
Yeah,
the alt-right, specifically Tucker Carlson, pirates, and Christopher Hines, and any other superheroes who may or may not exist out there.
yeah.
Um, tell us your thoughts. Tell us on a scale of 1 to 10 how much we've offended you here today. Yeah,
Hoping for that 5-star offensive rating.
exactly.
I'm not sure what the scale is exactly.
Yeah. Make up your own scale. It's fine. That's the nature of our podcast. It's a rollicking, freewheeling good time.
Yeah.
So, as always, Nathan, thank you for brainstorming with me today. And thank you, America, for being terrific and smelling so great. Um, and Italy now.
Italy now.
See you later, everybody. Here. There we go.